Oh, yeah. You know, I gotta tell you and I gotta let you know, this is the NA-Purist radio network. This is the NA-Purist. Came up with a little something. You gotta beat the purist to be the purist. Remember that. Remember that. Anyway, this is the NA-Purist. This is the Purist Radio Network. It is 7:34 p.m. It is 11/16/2012. The Purist coming at you in recovery and discovery. Discovery of one's own self and one's worth to oneself. That's what it's about. That's what happens. You know, I like to talk a lot about recovery. I like to talk a lot about, you know, uh, about what people do wrong. But there's one thing that I can only speak about what this purist does right, and that is only attending NA meetings, only attending the Fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous, staying clean, and working the steps to the best of my ability. You know, I do that because I care about myself. I do that because I care so much about myself and my family that I don't want to repeat the same mistakes that I made when I was in active addiction. You know, active addiction is a very slippery place, and it's a hard place to crawl out of. It's been a while for me. I've been around here for a little bit of time, and the thing is, I love Narcotics Anonymous for what it stands for. You know, and it stands for the newcomer that walks in the room that is able to stay clean and get clean around a bunch of people that are living clean and that are actually living and working the program of NA in the way that it was meant to be worked. You know, uh, but it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road at all. It's a difficult one. It's one where you need strength, where you need some honor about yourself, and it's definitely a path that I think should be traveled by more people more often. But it is not always that way. It is not always that way at all. you know. So this is the NA Purist. It is 7:37 p.m. This is 11/16/2012, and I'm coming at you from Norwell, Massachusetts. And I'll rap at you later.